From NutriAdmin, and today I'll show you how to set up multiple schedules. So this is useful when you want a client to book an appointment with you. So you can have different schedules. For example, a schedule if you work in a particular practice, a different schedule if you take some clients on the side, a schedule that is only suitable for weekends, etc. And you can have any number of complex cases, and the way it works is that the client will be able to book only times within the days and hours that you define, and also in such a way that it will never clash with any of your other existing appointments. So I'll show you how to do it. So to configure your schedules, you can click here and go to settings, and then you can go to calendar. There are a variety of calendar settings here, and here at the bottom are your working schedules. So for instance, right now I have a schedule that allows people to book calls with me, and I want them to be after lunch. So I've configured it Monday to Friday, just 1:30 to 5. And the appointment length is 30 minutes. So people that, if I send a link for people to book an appointment with me, they will only be able to book within these parameters. So we can click here to create a new schedule, or we can click here in the edit button to edit it. So when we create a new schedule, we can give it a name, so something descriptive. It could be in-person appointments at clinic. And then you just click the days you want to be available. So let's say this is only Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. And this could be 9 to 6. So you have to type in the the timing here in 24-hour format. So if you want it to be to 1 o'clock, it would be 13:00. So if you write something like 1 p.m., it will not work. So just enter the hour, the colon, and then the minutes. And then we can click here to add, if you want to add another interval within the same day. So perhaps you want to take an hour lunch break, and then from 2 p.m., which is 14, to 6 p.m., which would be 18, you can be available too. And this way clients will not be able to book during your lunchtime, but the other times within this day will be available. And the same for Thursday and Friday and any other day. You can also work on weekends or not. You can tick the box. So that defines your hours. Then every time you send an appointment booking email to a client, we call it sending appointment slots in NutriAdmin. The client will receive an email that allows them to book the appointment with you. So by default, the email will say something like, please book an appointment, and it will include your logo and email signature, but you can customize it. So for instance, since this is a in-person appointment at a clinic, I could write some useful information here, such as, thank you for booking an appointment. My address, or the clinic address is blah, blah, blah. You can put there. You can tell them more information, such as, please complete the payment before you come here, please complete this questionnaire, or any like relevant instructions. And you can add links in here as well. So if you know HTML, you can add an A tag with a link, or you can just copy paste the link directly. So book appointment, or sorry, pay online here. You could put a link here to pay online. And yeah, so you can customize the text, the intro of the email, the heading, and the subject. So make sure it's as descriptive and relevant as possible. And finally, for the schedule, you can specify the appointment length. So 60 minutes, 30 minutes, 45, whatever amount you think is relevant for this schedule. And again, you can, after you finish this schedule, so you could set up one that is 30 minutes, another one that is 60, another one that is 90, and keep a variety of them depending on the type of services you provide. And then you will choose the relevant schedule for each client based on the service that you are providing to them. And finally, there is this other settings. So this allows you to have a bit more control on whether clients can book every 5 minutes, every 10, every 30, etc. If you hover over the different fields in here, it will give you tips. So I'm going to save these changes. And now we can see I have two different schedules, my Diego call availability and in-person appointments. So now, whenever I go to the dashboard, if I want a client to book an appointment with me, I can click on send appointment slots. I can choose a client, example client, and I can choose a schedule, and this will let me choose amongst the two that I've just shown you. So I can choose Diego call availability, or I can choose in-person appointments. And if I preview the email, you see it has this text that I just typed, my address, complete the payment, pay online. So this can be customized, and you can also, if you want to add some specific content just for this particular client, you can customize it here too. So when you send these appointment slots, the client will receive the email, and then they'll be able to book an appointment. And just to show you how this looks like, so from a client's perspective, this is what they will see. So this is for my schedule that I showed you earlier of after lunch. So clients can book 1:30 to 4:30 p.m. That's because the appointment is 30 minutes, and I said that I finish work at 5. So the latest time a client can book is 4:30. Because if they were to book at 5, then the appointment would finish at 5:30, which would be too late. And if you notice, weekends are completely unavailable because I said I didn't want to allow people on the weekends. And if you notice also, there are some slots here that are not available, and that's because I already have some events in my calendar for those dates. So on this particular day, I'm going on holiday, so I blocked the entire day in my calendar. On these other dates, I have different appointments, so the calendar doesn't allow any clients to book an appointment in such a way that it would create a conflict. So, and this is smart and will take into account the appointment length, etc. So, for instance, I have an appointment here. Now, if I were to say that my appointment lengths are 60 minutes, then this 3:30 time would also be unavailable, because by the time the appointment ends, it would the next one would have already started. So the calendar will take care of those, of every consideration. It also takes into account time zones. So if the client tries to book and they're in a different time zone, they'll have clear information of what like time zone each one of you is, and the email will contain explicit time zones for and local times for both of you, so you don't have to worry about any of this. It's all taken care of you. So I hope that helps, and if you have any questions, you can click here and ask a question and reach out, and we'll help you out. Thank you.